working here at PB&J's for a month now, helping out temporarily during the lunch rush for my Aunt Paula Bell and Uncle Jay, trying to provide a service. Service is lending a hand to help someone else. But that's the whole problem. I'm lending my aunt and uncle a hand, I lend my customers a hand. You think somebody would lend me a hand every once in a while? How about a hand for your server? See? Nothing. They just keep eating like I'm not even here. Order up. I mean, the whole point of serving is so you'll get noticed and that other people will like you, right? I'll answer for you. I'm right. I deserve to be noticed. I deserve to be thanked. I deserve to be celebrated. Is that too much to ask? Wait. What is this? Somebody ordered the PB&J's triple layer peanut butter cake with peanut butter icing, the most decadent dessert Aunt Paula Bell makes here. This is what I deserve. This cake should be for me as my reward for all my service. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm finally getting what I deserve. Maybe I should listen to today's story first. Might be something I need to learn there. Don't go anywhere. And you either.
The Bible isn't just a book of random stories. It's 66 different books that come together to tell one story. An incredible one. About God's love for us. And now for an amazing story.
Inspired by the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verses 1 to 4.
The Bible is filled with words of wisdom that encourage us to love God, love others, love life. Sometimes Jesus used stories to help people understand how God's truth played out in people's lives, and that's what stories can do for you. The book of Matthew includes words of wisdom that Jesus shared to his followers as he sat on a mountainside. Be careful not to do good deeds to be seen by others. When you give to needy people, don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Your Father will reward you because he sees what you do secretly. Let's see how this truth might play out in somebody's life today. Edna Von Trapp was the best knitter in the whole town of Green Forest. Her knitting needles flew with the speed of hummingbird wings.
Knit 1, purl 2, knit 1, purl 2.
And she created scarves and gloves and sweaters filled with the most amazing patterns of trees and mountains and animals. Her friend Jonas raised an eyebrow as he surveyed the figure on her latest scarf.
Is that a Yeti?
It should be obvious.
Every time Edna went out for the winter, she wore 3 of her fabulous scarves.
Okay, it's cold, but not that cold.
In truth, Edna just wanted to show off her amazing handiwork to everyone. So when she got dressed for the town's winter festival, she chose a thin silver scarf with woven green vines. She picked a fuzzy red scarf with a lumbering black bear, and then she topped them all off with a blue sleek scarf shot through with golden stars. Then she surveyed herself in the mirror.
Impeccable.
The sun was shining, but as she threaded her way through the crowd, Edna noticed people shivering in the chill wind. When she reached the main stage, she shoved her way forward and met Jonas.
Brisk today, isn't it? Goodness sakes, look at the mayor.
Edna pointed to where the mayor, a small slip of a man, was shaking with cold.
It appears he lost his scarf.
Then he must wear one of mine.
Edna grandly made her way to the mayor.
Excuse me, coming through important business.
As the whole crowd watched, Edna removed her blue scarf and wrapped it around the mayor's neck.
I feel fabulous and toasty. What is this amazing scarf?
It's made of the finest wool from a rare Kafistanean yak, Your Honor.
Such generosity shouldn't go unnoticed. A round of applause for this fine lady.
The entire crowd applauded Edna. She bowed low and smiled sweetly. Thank you, thank you. But when she returned to where Jonas was, he raised his eyebrows.
What?
I hope you enjoyed that.
That was very generous.
I see.
Later at lunchtime, Edna ordered a cheddar bratwurst from the gourmet hot dog stand that Jonas ran. And as she prepared to douse the dog with mustard, she noticed a young man in a thin jacket hovering nearby.
Well, are you buying something?
Oh, no, I don't have any money. It just, smells so good.
If you're not buying, you should get out of the way of paying customers like me.
The young man nodded, his teeth chattering with cold, and quickly stepped aside. But later, as Edna was approaching the Tasty Treats truck to get a cinnamon funnel cake, she noticed the young man again. He was eating a bacon-wrapped hot dog.
Well.
Edna glared at the young man and hustled back to the hot dog stand for a word with Jonas.
See that boy over there? I happen to know he doesn't have a penny to his name. Did he steal that hot dog?
Jonas sighed as he spooned relish.
No, he did not.
Did you give it to him?
Yes, I did.
For free?
Look, I could tell he was hungry. And this is my stall. It's not a big deal.
If you must give a hot dog for free, give it to the mayor. Then everyone will be impressed and come buy hot dogs.
I prefer not to let my left hand know what my right hand is doing.
Excuse me?
It's just a saying. Well, a Bible verse, actually.
A very odd one, if you ask me.
I didn't.
Well, what is it?
I have hot dogs to sell. You look it up. Matthew 6.
Jonas handed a small New Testament over the counter to Edna. Turning the pages was difficult with her gloved fingers, but at last, she found the right spot.
Be careful not to do good deeds to be seen by others. When you give to needy people, don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Your Father will reward you because he sees what you do secretly. Oh.
Another gust of cold wind whipped around the corner of the stall, and Edna wrapped her scarf more tightly. Her two scarves.
I need some hot cocoa.
Edna glanced back at the treat truck. The young man in the thin jacket had just finished his hot dog. He shivered again as he deposited his napkin neatly into the trash.
Hey, you!
Me?
What's your name?
Gregory, ma'am?
Gregory, I have 2 scarves.
Yeah, I can see that.
I find myself too warm. Would you do me a favor of taking this fuzzy red scarf?
Oh, well?
Edna looked up. Not a single person was watching. She unwrapped the red scarf and held it out.
Made from wool of the finest scarlet merino sheep.
Oh, thank you very much, ma'am.
Gregory took the long scarf and draped it around his neck. Then he wrapped the ends around the middle, nearly down to his waist.
I'm about to have some hot cocoa, if you'd care to join me.
Why, yes. Thank you.
Edna wrapped her remaining silver scarf more tightly around her neck. The wind was still frigid, but somehow that small, quiet act of service of hers seemed to warm her to the very core.
Jesus said, be careful not to do good deeds in front of other people. You shouldn't serve others just to be noticed, just to be liked. No, he said when you give to needy people, don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. That means you should give in secret and serve without taking the credit. But I know what you're thinking. If I serve without taking the credit, what do I get out of it? Well, you get to see firsthand how you've helped someone. I get to see these people leave here with happy faces and full bellies, and that makes me feel good. And not only that, Jesus said that when you give in secret, God will reward you, because even when no one else notices, he does. I don't know how God will reward you, but it sure would be cool to find out, right? I'll answer for you. Yes, it would be super cool. So maybe I do deserve this slice of PB&J cake, but service isn't about me. Order up! The one thing to remember today is this. Serve others without looking for applause. Make service all about them. What? You don't like it? It's not yours? Who ordered the PB&J cake? What? It's for me? Oh, well, you didn't have to do that. I've gotta share this.